Get a fix on the mandolin, would you please? Play something. All right. 1, 2, 3. Everything out there all right? Is everything coming clear?
Sounds great up here, bud.
All right, go with the stage. 1. All okay?
Johnny going to introduce you?
Woo. Well, I don't know what we're waiting for, but while we're waiting for...
Johnny! Oh, there you go, right here. He's going to flip it up behind. You got to watch him. You got to watch that, fellas.
I'm glad he don't have a 45.
There you go. Folks right here, these boys come from southern West Virginia. This is the first time we've had them up at the Johnny Staats Bluegrass Festival right here. What I heard, they're sounding great right here. They do have a website out, www.virgilhardenmusic.com. I'm going to let Virgil tell everything about this band right here. Let's give him a great big hand right here, folks. Virgil Harden, let's hear it for him right here.
get your rifle, boy, before it's too late. There's got a little dig and hit to the gate. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump. Makes 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. They ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treated. Some folks say he looks a lot cut down that tree, but my honey's all gone. Oh, Bluegrass done did. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the lawn. Running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. They ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treated. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Chase him up there, holler and run him in the west. To him and your body law just near him. He's big around the middle and he's broad across the rump. Running 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been beat. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. Pass it around. Making 90 miles an hour, taking 30 feet a jump. Ain't never been caught, he ain't never been treated. Some folks say he looks a lot like me. And some folks say he looks a lot like me. Y'all see me okay? I'd like to take just a minute.
I ain't even going to ask that question, Virgil, because if they can't see me, they're blind.
I ain't touching nothing. My mama didn't raise no fools. Now, we did have a couple that wasn't real smart, but wasn't none of them fools. Anyhow, we're Appalachian Countdown. I want to take just a minute or two and introduce this bunch of guys. I'd like to say I'm awful proud of every one of them. I'm glad that I can call each one of them a friend for various years. I'm going to start over here on the guy that's hiding from me. He's got his back turned to you. He's got a backslid mandolin. He's always had been tuning it up. Mr. Chandler Beaver's a great job on the mandolin. Give him a hand if you would, please. Next to him is a guy that hails from over around Woodbridge, a long-time bass picker, a good friend. I'm proud to call him a friend for at least 3 or 4 days now. Mr. John Worth's doing a great job on the upright bass. On the other side, well, I better not introduce him because I'm going to leave him for as a surprise. I want y'all, girls, he's single. I'll tell you that much about him.
I can't believe you told him that. I was single. Oh, not me? I'm sorry. Whoops.
Anyway, this guy standing on my right-hand side with the dobro wet flat guitar, Mr. Steve Klein. I've known him for about 20, 25 years. He does a great job for us. Mighty proud to call him friend. Make him welcome, folks. Next to me, I can't say enough good things about him. Just as good a banjo picker as you'll find in this part of the country, in his own way, and I ain't gonna say it.
Bless his heart, he tries.
Mr. Mark Maynard, doing a great job for us. And we want to welcome today a very special young lad. Does a really good job. He's making his debut with the Appalachian Countdown this year. Doing a fine job on the guitar. Picks with mantle a little bit. He'll probably be tackling the fiddle or the piano or the whatever. It's got strings on it. Mr. Chris Maynard. Without further ado, I'm going to ask Mr. Chris Maynard to do a song for us. This is how I introduced him last. And by the way, I'm Virgil Harden. This bunch of guys up here, we're Appalachian Countdown. I hope to do something that you like. Before I go any further, I'd like to point you out to the boss lady over there, sitting at the table. We've got CDs, and I wrote everything on it.
Raise your hand, boss lady. Yeah, there she is.
Gravel Yard.
I'll never be a free man, so they say.
Mr. Chris Maynard doing a great job for us. Down in the lower portion of West Virginia, there's a hollow they call Well, I call it bad holler, and lately I call it storm holler. But not long ago, we had a really bad storm come through there. It blowed down trees, houses, and porches, and blowed my ex-wife off all the way into the next county. And anyway, it done a lot of terrible damage. And a friend of mine over in McDowell County was telling me about it, and I sat down and put some of these lyrics together. I hope you like it. Sitting in this thing on my front porch, chilling and doing real well. When I looked up and hollering, here it comes, like a storm light straight out of hell. I didn't know what I was looking at, I had never seen this before. Rain was cold and pouring down, and giving out an awful roar. Cold wind blowing round the mountainside, black clouds filling up the sky. Thunder rolling all around us, lightning striking everywhere. See the trees, how they bend and sway from the force of the wind. Rain is cold and pouring down, don't look like it's gonna end. Well, I've lived in this town all of my life, and I've never seen a storm like this before. Better start looking for some higher ground, 'cause the floor is almost at your door. See the river steady rising, getting faster as it rolls, climbing higher on each side of the bank, and cutting the valley down below. See to God, I suppose, I just know that the rain came down like it was coming from a hole. The wind blew so hard that a man couldn't walk, and it howled so loud you couldn't hear him talk. Sister got down on her knees and started to pray. Then just as sudden as it showed up, the storm just went away. We'll clean up the mess that it left for us, get sister to teach us to pray. Thank you. We're going to ask this dobro player to come around and play something real soft and sweet for you. Again, we'd like to say we're mighty proud to have him with us. A little song called Maiden's Prayer. much dobro picking it's any better than that. This next song I wrote it about an invitation I got to come to Baltimore, and well, I've been to Baltimore, worked there for a while, liked some of it, didn't like some of it, but you'll get the invitation. One, two, one. Invitation. Well, I got your invitation to come to Baltimore, and I have decided that I don't want to go. I would rather have the memory that we had long ago than to be with someone I don't even know. Got your invitation to come to Baltimore, and I have decided I'm not going to go. I'd rather have the memory that we had way back then than to come to Baltimore and just be a friend. I remember what you told me so many years ago. You said that I had to leave and it hurt me so. Now you're telling me that you want me back again, but I'm not coming back because I know that I came in. But I don't think I'll go back to the lonely streets of Baltimore. I couldn't stand to lose you again. I couldn't pack and end up breathing for a love it couldn't last. Much in love, at least that's what I thought. But as soon as I was gone, you started stepping out with someone from the past that you never could forget. And the hurt that I felt still lingers with me. But if I stay away, I won't get hurt again. I couldn't stand to lose you again like in the past and end up breathing for love that couldn't last. I'm in love with the memory of a girl I used to know that used to walk with me there on Parker Road. I told her that I loved her, and I thought she loved me too. And the girl that I remember looks a lot like you. In the gear G. I made them out a list, and I'm scattering around on the list because it seems like most of the folks like something sensitive, and you can't get any more sensitive than talking about the master of bluegrass. And I know a lot of people don't like share my opinion, but I think Earl Scruggs was the absolute flat best in it when it comes to bluegrass picking. He wrote a
I
song.
hear you, buddy.
Mr. Maynard here does a really fine job on it too. It's a battle hymn of bluegrass called the Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Guys done all right, didn't he? Can you hear that all right? I wrote this next song too. Hope you like it. Now the reason I'm playing the harmonica is because
I
the
forgot
harmonica
mine.
player, and I ain't letting him slobber in mine.
Well, I did earlier, just practicing, but I hope you don't. No, I'm just kidding.
I hate you, you know. In my little cabin home in the mountains all alone, I sit out on the front porch about dark, and I listen to the shrill, lonely whippoorwill. It's a sound that almost breaks my heart. When the whippoorwill calls in the cool of the evening, I'll be thinking of you and probably grieving and remembering all of the good times when you and I were young, and you were really whippoorwill call in the cool of the evening, I'll be thinking of you and probably grieving and remembering all of the good times when you and I were young and you were really mine. That bird does if he never hears the call. Does he sit alone and continue there to wait, or does he fly away to a tree in another state where he'll sit again and call for another road? When the whippoorwill call in the cool of the evening, I'll be thinking of you and probably grieving and remembering good time when you and I were young and you were really mine. When you anybody out there ever go out and go down to we thank you a whole lot. I got that on CD over. I hope I brought about 100 with me. I hope I can take back 2. Go over and talk to the boss ladies. You'll be glad to sell you 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. But well, I'm going to tell you one thing. You can bottle that up, you could cure cancer, leprosy, and everything else.
Son, I'll tell you one thing. You melt this down, bottle it up, and it'll be a love potion. I'm just kidding. I'm not really like that.
Anybody out there ever go out and tell the little one, say, honey, I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm just going down to the store. And you get down there and you get to talking and shooting the breeze and whatever you're doing. And I'm not saying you toss back a 1 or 2 and be ashamed to get home. Long about 3 o'clock in the morning, you come traipsing in and they're wondering where you been. That's what this song is about.
I've never been in that position before.
Well, I heard it some folks who was. I was standing in the hallway, listening to my favorite old bluegrass, when I heard the thunder rolling. About the time I saw the lightning flash, she was walking down the hallway with a pistol in her hand, cussing and swearing at me violently and telling me just what a fool I since her childhood, and she was more than just her friend, but the echo of the thunder was the cause of their long-time relationship we had. Cause it's just she was toting with style, hard-lead and pain before my sin. I was out tonight before pain with the banjo begin to take it, banjo. Just as hard as I could from the door. Jumped off of the porch into the ground and kept right rolling down the road. But there didn't go back to the town. Cause I was afraid of my wife, because she told me if I came back that she would surely take my life. That guitar thing. Don't expect your wife to understand, cause she just might meet you in the morning with a pistol in her hand. They did cranky bluegrass for all boy. Sort of show when you go home in the morning, listen close for the thunder roll, thunder roll, thunder roll, thunder roll. Can you give me a little bit more banjo in the monitor?
I'm sorry, I backed off of it a little bit, I think. I'm not for sure. You're doing a great job. How about the sound man? Give him a big round of applause. This is a great job. Needs a new hairdresser, but he's doing real good on the sound. Woo.
What?
He's gonna mess me up for the rest of the day, isn't he?
Oh, you've had a bad day. You don't talk about telling man's hair. Yeah, your mama taught you better than that.
I can't help it. I'm jealous. I can't grow no hair.
We was playing down in southern West Virginia at a place. It was, well, I won't call the name. We used to do Amazing Grace every time we left the stage. And we had a banjo picker that was a preacher with us, and I'd sing the first stanza, and the banjo picker would the next two stanzas. He would tell people what Amazing Grace was about. Well, the dobro player played the next two stanzas, and people took offense to it. And I took offense, and I went home, sat down, and commenced to pray about it. And it seemed like the Spirit of God just kept dealing with me to write something about it. And I put these words together. Hope you like it. There's a good sound message to you, to everybody that takes a notion to listen to it. I just call it Wake Up Call. Waking up one morning to the sound of a man preaching on the radio with the Bible in his hand. He said, listen to me, neighbor, get on your knees and pray. The Lord's coming back, and he might come back today. He's coming for a people that's been set free from sin, been washed in the blood, born again. He talked about a Savior born in Bethlehem, and he said the Virgin Mary had birth to him. She had named him Jesus, and he died for our sin. And we believe upon it, we can be born again. Well, I laid there a while longer, and I listened to his voice. I thought about his topic, wondering, do I have a choice? When all of a sudden he began to shout, Daddy, let's go to heaven. And he said there was no doubt. He told me that his life had been set free from sin, been washed in the blood, born again. Well, I got out of bed and I got down on my knees. I cried unto the Lord, dear God, if you please, sins and save me so that I don't have to go to hell when my time comes to die. I got baptized in water to wash away my sins. Now I can testify, born again. There's a moral to this story, you should listen well. If you're not saved when you die, then you will go to hell. Prepare to meet thy God, that's what the Bible said. We shall not stand before him on that judgment day. Ask him to forgive you and wash away your sins. Get baptized in water, born again, born again, born again, born again. Amen. This next song I wrote about a lady that lives in Baltimore. And I want you to pay attention to this bass picker. You don't see much of this in the bluegrass circuit. But I want you to know this young gentleman is just about as good as they get on an upright bass. And he not only plays it, but from my spot behind the curtain on the front door of my home, I watch as you come walking up the street. I've been waiting here for hours in sweet anticipation, knowing that you're walking back to me. The excitement that I'm feeling is causing me to tremble like leaves on the end of the vine. Once again I realize the reason that you're coming back is because of you are still mine. The memory of your slender legs and long gentle stride strolling down the street still makes me tremble way down deep inside, because I know you're walking back to me. I've been standing here for hours in great anticipation, watching for the vision of your form. Now that you're almost here, this side of you walking still makes me feel very warm. Slender legs and long gentle stride strolling there beneath those painted leaves still make me tremble way down deep inside, because I know you're walking back to me. I've been standing here for hours in great anticipation, watching for the vision of your form. Now that you're almost here, this side of you walking still makes me feel very warm. 50 years have come and gone, and I still feel the same. I still tremble when I hear your name. Now I'll see you walking across the parking lot, and I'm so glad that you still walk the same. The sparkle in your pale blue eyes, the sweetness in your smile, the gentle way that you call my name. As I stare back the curtain and take you in a whole lot. We're going to get Mr. Maynard Sr. to come to the mic and do us a song. What you got for us, Mark?
Well, buddy, I believe I'm gonna do a little Love Come Home.
What gear you gonna put that in?
I believe we're gonna put that in the high gear, the Monroe gear, the B from Bluegrass.
Oh my.
Yeah. What do y'all think about that? Look out, Bill. Sounds like you're missing a string, brother. I ain't gonna say.
All right, let's go.
Ah, there we go. As I read this letter that I write to you, sweetheart, I hope you understand. You're the only girl I love. Lord, please forgive me if you can. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm suffering all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, please come home. That old wind is cold, slowly creeping around, and the fires are burning low. The snow has covered up the ground. Lord, my baby's on second goal. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm suffering all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, please come home. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm suffering all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, please come home. Oh, love, please come home. Oh, I tell you, you can't take him nowhere. Daggone it, I swear.